Today's news update, you will learn that the CBN breaks silence, says all the 200, 500 and 1000 naira notes remain legal tender till December 31st. For details of the story, please stay tuned. The Central Bank of Nigeria (CBN) on Monday said all the 200, 500 and 1000 naira banknotes remain legal tender till December 31st, 2023. The Apex Bank's acting director of corporate communications, Isa Abdulmumin, disclosed this in a statement on Monday. This is coming 10 days after the Supreme Court ruled that all the naira notes should coexist with new ones till the end of this year. In compliance with the established tradition of obedience to court orders and the sustenance of the rule of law principle that characterized the government of President Muhammadu Buhari and by extension the operations of the Central Bank of Nigeria (CBN) as a regulator, deposit money banks operating in Nigeria have been directed to comply with the Supreme Court ruling of March 3, 2023. Accordingly, the CBN met with the Bankers Committee and has directed that the old 200, 500 and 1000 naira banknotes remain legal tender alongside the redesigned banknotes till December 31st, 2023. Consequently, all concerned are directed to conform accordingly, the statement read. The Highest Court of the land had on March 3rd ordered that all the 200, 500 and 1000 naira notes remain valid till December 31st, 2023. This was after 16 states of the Federation instituted a suit to challenge the legality or otherwise of the introduction of their policy. The 16th state, led by Kaduna, Kogi and Zamfara, had prayed the Apex Court to void and set aside the policy on the ground that it is inflicting hardships on innocent Nigerians. The Supreme Court subsequently ruled that President Muhammadu Buhari's disobedience of 8 February 8th order is a sign of dictatorship, adding that the president breached the Constitution of the Federation in the way he issued directives for the redesigning of the naira note by the CBN. After the March 3rd judgment by the Supreme Court, the presidency, CBN and the AGF kept mum, throwing many bank customers and the Nigerians into confusion as the ruling of the Apex Court contradicted the directive of the president on February 16th that old 500 and 1000 notes are banned and the old 200 notes remain valid till April 10th. However, the presidency broke its silence on Monday, saying the president never told the CBN and the AGF not to obey the order of the Apex Court. The CBN has reason not to comply with court orders on the excuse of waiting for directives from the president, the presidency noted. The presidency also said the president is an absolute respecter of the rule of law, and that the negative campaign and the personalized attacks against the president by the opposition and all manner of commentators is unfair and unjust. The backstory. The CBN had extended the deadline for the swap of all the 200, 500 and 1000 naira notes from January 31st to February 10th following complaints by many Nigerians, but the Supreme Court, after a suit filed by the state, held that the federal government and the CBN commercial banks must not continue with the February 10th deadline pending the determination of a notice in respect of the issue. However, the president, in a national broadcast on February 16th, directed the Apex Bank to release all the 200 notes into circulation to coexist with the new 200, 500 and 1000 naira banknotes for 60 days by April 10, 2023. He also said all the 500 and 1000 naira banknotes ceased to be legal tender in Nigeria. There has been a flurry of reactions and stark criticism against the president's directive, including from governors of his party, the All Progressive Congress (APC). Governors El-Rufai of Kaduna State, Abubakar Badaru of Jigawa State, Rotimi Akeredolu of Ondo, Umar Ganduje of Kano State, Speaker of the House of Representatives Femi Bajabiamila, Minister of State for Labor and Employment Festus Kayamo and many stalwarts of the ruling APC have openly censored and defaulted the president's directive, arguing that it has no grounds because the case is before the apex court. Leading senior advocates of Nigeria like Femi Falana and Mike Ozokomi have equally faulted the president's move, saying he cannot overrule the apex court of the land. Thanks for being with us, and this marks the end of our story at the moment. Don't forget to join us later for more news updates. Have a nice time and goodbye.